Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for always stopping by, liking, commenting and subscribing. For the new ones, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell so that you'll be notified on when I drop the next update on Can You See Me? Stay tuned on today's episode. Anandita calls Suchi. Pihu picks it and gets very happy hearing her voice and says it is her Pihu. Anandita says she cannot hear her and asks Suchi if she can hear. Inspector spots Anandita and informs his superior that Anandita is near herself. Jeep does not start. Anandita notices Inspector and runs. Pihu calls Gopal and asks her to give her power, that her mama can hear her. She imagines Anandita coming and hugging her and gets very emotional. She then realizes it's her imaginations and asks Gopal when she would meet her mama. Gopal thinks very soon. Suchi asks Arav why he rejected her resignation letter. He says according to our company's rules, she needs to serve 1 month's notice and he hopes that by that time she would know more about him and drop her idea of resignation. She thinks he is right. She cannot mix up personal and professional life. She would stay in his company and find out more proof against him. Pihu calls her and informs that Mama had called her and was looking very tense. Mama may need her help. Suchi rushes home and redials last number and asks Man if a woman called from this number. Man says yes and says she was looking very distressed and was waiting for someone and tells the address. Suchi rushes in her scooter. Gopal smiles. Anandita continues running. Inspector touches her shoulder from behind. She panics seeing him and asks why he's following her. He says he knows every detail of her daughter's murder and who are involved. She asks his connection between Subo and Arav. Inspector says Arav has a deep connection with Pihu's mother, as Subo hired a contract killer who shoots Inspector. Inspector asks Anandita to run and falls down. She runs. Subo praises killer and turns. Suchi reaches searching Anandita and sees a man in the mirror. She finds injured Inspector on the floor who says Anandita was searching for her and Arav Randawar and collapses. She asks what Arav Randawar. He does not reply. Arav reaches home and hugs his mother. Mom says Inspector who was investigating case was murdered. It is good, else he would have been in trouble. Suchi returns home. Pihu says tomorrow is Children's Day and Mama used to celebrate it grandly for her. Anandita hears doorbell and sees it unlocked. She opens it. Colony children get her happy Children's Day. Anandita thinks Subo knew how much she likes Children's Day, so she kept the door open. Children says they need chalk. She says she will and imagines Pihu in a girl asking chalk. She hugs Gayo and then realizes it's not Pihu. Children ask for a party. Pihu does not eat food, insisting for a party. Suchi acts as calling Anandita and inviting her for party, seeing Pihu hiding. Pihu gets happy hearing that. Children stand outside Suchi's gate and discuss that it's a ghost house, whether to enter or not. Some say it's Children's Day, nothing will happen today. They walk in opening the door. Suchi comes with Pihu and asks who would have chocolate. They all jump in happiness. She distributes them chocolate. They all dance at home on a children's song. They play hide and seek. Pihu gets happy seeing her friends playing hide and seek, hiding under tables. Suchi then brings cake and asks children if they want to see magic. They nod yes. Pihu cuts cakes and eats. Children are surprised seeing knife cutting cake and cake pierce in air. Party continues. Pihu misses her mother and hopes she was with her now. Gopal smiles and does lila. Anandita walks near home and seeing children partying, gets happy thinking someone is celebrating Children's Day like she used to. She opens the door and walks in. Pihu gets very happy seeing her mama and calls her. Children playing hide and seek shout so Anandita cannot hear her and she plays with the children. Pihu cannot move at all and continues calling mama. Anandita says children she would go now and leaves. Gopal gets tense that Pihu will be angry as he did not let her mama meet her, so he should hide for 2 to 3 days. Pihu comes and asks why he is tensed, that she's so happy seeing mama today. Gopal thinks she would meet mama soon and that is why even being a boat, she is here. Soon her mama would find out her murderer. Arav sends Sushi's paintings to her. Suchi calls him and asks why he sent her paintings. Arav says he wants her to realize how much he loves her. She wants that if he troubles her, she would file her harassment case. She reminds Inspector, informing that Anandita was searching and dying, taking Arav's name, and thinks Arav is a big liar and killed Pihu. Arav thinks he would change Suchi's mind and win her heart again. Arav, leaning on his mom's lap, emotionally says he does not want to lose Suchi. Mom says Suchi should not know about Pihu's murder at any cost. At home, Pihu feels alone at home and speaks to Gopal. Anandita returns home and hears Subo talking to someone, saying it is good the inspector was murdered, else he would have been in trouble. Subo turns and gets tense seeing her. She asks who killed the inspector and why he said it's good he was murdered. Subo says he was told he was murdered, that he does not know who murdered him. He takes her to the commissioner, who says Inspector wrote in his diary that Pihu died in an accident and not murdered. His seniors wanted promotion at that time, so they changed Pihu's death as murder. Unnecessarily, they stretched Subo and Arav's fight. Anandita asks to show Inspector's diary if they did not write it on it yet. She says she would catch her daughter's murderer at any cost. They are easily trying to close this case. She throws water on the file and leaves. Suchi walks in the dark and Pihu shouts, "Put!" seeing her shadow. Suchi says it is her and she should get afraid of Pihu instead. Pihu with Gugule and Saman went to her parents' house. Now they both are alone, and once she goes to work, she would be alone at home as she is afraid of being alone. Suchi says she will take her to the office tomorrow. Pihu happily hugs her. Next day, Suchi takes Pihu to the office. Pihu writes an apology on the board on Sushi's behalf and writes Gugule's name. Arav walks in shouting who wrote it, and seeing Gugule's name, calls Suchi and asks if she brought her brother to the office. She says no, but then says yes when Pihu requests. Arav shows the message on the board and says even kids want them to unite. Suchi says she will erase it. Arav gives her eraser. She wipes board and table and leaves, then takes Pihu to market. Pihu says she should not fight with Arav. Babli comes here and calls her. Suchi tries to ignore her, but Babli stops her and asks why she's ignoring Arav and how is she related to Pihu. Suchi says Pihu means a lot to her and says Arav is the main suspect. Babli says Arav is not and she should allege Subo instead. Suchi asks what? Babli tries to leave, but Suchi stops her and asking her to elaborate. Babli nervously says Subo is Pihu's father and did not do anything. Suchi insists Babli leaves. Suchi thinks Babli is hiding a bit secret and she needs to know that. Suchi thinks about Babli's words and thinks how Subo is involved in Pihu's murder and why is she trying to save Arav. She prays Gopal that her Pihu does not know what happened to her and is eagerly waiting to meet her mom. Arav asks Babli why she met Suchi. Now Suchi would definitely investigate Pihu's case and reach culprits. Babli says she met Suchi for him and tells she even told about Subo. Arav asks what she said, that if she had helped him then, this situation would not have risen. Suchi continues confronting Gopal and says she would not light lamp until Pihu meets her mom and she solves Pihu's mother's mystery. Gopal says one who tries will never fail and she should do her work and leave the rest to him. He lights lamp and says he would give her a boon today. Suchi is surprised seeing lamp lighting and prays Gopal. Pihu goes asleep and dreams of a man repeatedly and gets afraid. She wakes up calling Mama and Bubu and asks for water. Suchi goes to the kitchen to bring water. Pihu walks to the garden area and tries to dig concrete floor. Gopal comes and stops her and asks what she's doing. Gopal says she's dreaming about the same uncle who had come to her house but cannot see clear face. Gopal holds her head and she sees clear face. Suchi sees her from balcony and goes down to see her sleeping on the floor. She wakes her up and asks if she sleepwalked. Pihu tells on the day of her death, an uncle had come and asked water. She told she cannot reach fridge top so he can take water himself. So he went to the kitchen and left. After some time he left, cylinder blasted and she died. Suchi says she's getting closer to her murderer day by day. Arav and his mother go out of the house in their car. A woman wearing shawl enters and searches fowl. Babli returns and tells Arav that she forgot something and walks into the house seeing dark and calls the servant. Shawl woman runs. Babli holds her and calls Arav. Woman pushes her and runs away. Babli falls and injures her head and shouts. Arav runs into the house and seeing Babli on the floor injured, gets concerned. Babli says a woman was in the house and ran away pushing her. Arav calls ambulance. Suchi draws man's sketch according to Pihu's description and shows it to her. Suchi shouts, "Don't show his face," and hides her face under the pillow. Pihu says she's very close to murderer now and will catch him and asks why he cut gas cylinder pipe. Arav rushes Babli to the hospital and doubting Suchi barged into his house and attacked his mom, calls Suchi and asks to come to the city hospital right now. Suchi reaches hospital. Arav shows her Babli on the bed and asks why she barged into his house last night like a thief and attacked his mom. Suchi says she did not. He says he hates her more than he loved her and hopes the day comes when her true colors are out. Suchi says she also hopes that day comes and clears misunderstanding. She leaves feeling sorry for Babli. Pihu wakes up and does not find Suchi. She asks Gopal to take her to Suchi. Gopal says he will play with her and let Suchi do her work. Pihu asks when he became a kid. Their knock joke continues. Arav gets Babli discharged. He says he will not forgive Suchi for harming her. Babli says Suchi is a short girl and the one that hit her is tall, like Anandita. Arav calls Subo and asks why Anandita came to his house last night. Subo says she's doubting they are involved in Pihu's murder and was searching an important file in his house. Arav says that file has their secret and if it is out, they all will be in trouble, so nobody should get that file. Suchi returns home and feels sad for Babli. She looks at Goon's sketch and takes it for Xerox copy. She walks on the road and Xerox copy falls down. An old man looks at it carefully. Suchi asks if he knows this man. Old man asks why she wants to know him. Suchi says he sells balloons and he wants him to decorate her daughter's birthday party. The man says he's a goon and not good, so she should stay away from him. Suchi insists. The man asks what he would get. Suchi gives him money. He says this man stays in our area and tells the address. She reaches Goon's house and knocks on the door. Goon comes from outside and asks what she needs. She can come in and speak. They both go in. Suchi says she's CBI officer. Goon says he left all crimes. Suchi says she's investigating murder case and asks on whose order he killed Pihu Bose, daughter of Subo Bose. Goon gets tensed and says he does not know anything. She insists. Okay guys, thank you for watching today's update on Can You See Me? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and stay tuned for more updates. Bye.